Hello all. Hello. Um, I am a bit freaked out at the moment. Not totally freaked out. I have a gig tomorrow, and I was out tonight in bars dancing and whatever with girls and my best friend, one of my best friends, Philip, and we were dancing together. And many times through the night I said, like, to Philip, I wonder, do people think we're gay or whatever. And I smoke as well, yeah, but I normally don't show it because it's bad for you. But I thought that we were gay, or not. I thought that people thought we were gay, and with girls, I can't stand the fact that they don't trust men, and I always try to explain to them that I'm not your typical man. And also, if I end up with a girl, I have to tell them that I'm XXY, that I'm not your typical man, and that you're basically going to be having a lesbian relationship tonight. That didn't happen tonight, and it normally doesn't happen because when I have a girlfriend, I'm very faithful. But my fantasy brain goes mad, and so I was out tonight with lots of girls, and there's girls all around me, but I don't take advantage of it. I mean, I would love to at some point, but I just can't. My girlfriend even says that I'm, free to go and get a BJ, let's say that, from anybody I want, and go off and have sex with whoever I want. And that's rare, but it happens with me because I say to my girlfriends always, I want to be with you, but I need to be free. And normally when I say that, it means that I have a wild card to use, or a few wild cards, but normally I don't use any wild cards, because I think that knowledge of knowing that your partner is trusting that you are really into them, but they're also saying well, anything can happen, so yeah, it's mad, and I have too much respect for women. Even when women are really coming on to me, I don't get it, or else I don't move in on it because I don't want to use them for sex. But I more than likely would do if I was some of these typical men that you meet who are full of themselves, big muscly guys or not. And it's very frustrating for me as a gentleman to handle. Just on another note, in my tangent brain, Justin, you're doing very good with your videos. I really enjoy what you've said and what you've done, and it's envious to the point of jealousy. On the point of doing the XXY thing on YouTube, where every XXY can come, because I'm not interested really in that totally. I'm more interested in the intersex areas, getting to the point of, well, it doesn't matter if I'm XXY, and it doesn't matter if you're XY or XX, we're all people, and trying to get to that point. And I also do feel, and I will say it, that the more and more I see of people that don't like me on YouTube and ignoring me, such as, and I will name you absolutely, Andre and Boz. I noticed you on Justin's site. I mean, to ignore is only putting yourself down, because it shows badly on yourself, and I don't ignore. It's a bit disheartening to have been on a site like XXY Talk and worked my ass off, but for my own personal feeling, didn't do it for anybody else, but to have worked my ass off anyway, and then to be treated as if I'm the nutcase. I mean, not enough of you XXYs or any other intersex are totally truly giving of your true selves, and that's so important in this day and age. Here we are with technology we can use to get through to a broader audience, and it is frustrating for me because in my real life, in my actual real life, not my second life account, my real life account here, I have huge influence, and also I'm truthful and I'm straight and I'm blunt, but I'm a passionate person and I understand the feelings of other people, and so I won't keep my mouth shut, because I feel that there's too much red tape in the world still, and there's still too much red tape right now, and in the future, if we continue to have red tape, our world is, and I normally don't say this word on YouTube too much, but I say it in real life, this is the word, fucked. Yeah? People on XXY Talk are fucked because they don't see the importance of having, for instance, myself there as an outspoken individual. It should be there. I should be there, and people should care more than they do and stand up for their rights, and they don't, because they're led by this conservative, narrow-minded island view. Like, I'm from Ireland, conservative, narrow-minded mentality, and there's that sort of mentality around the world, and it has been hanging on us for so long now, and it's still a struggle to get away from, and you'll never get away from it until we change that way of mentality. The only way to change that mentality is not to freak out and say, hey, you're the asshole here. No, you've got to understand that the asshole is actually the opposite of you or something, and you've got to accept these people. It's about acceptance, and I'm not accepted in XXY Talk anymore. It's disgraceful, may I add, and I'm also not accepted and treated well by many people who are on different forums. And the ultimate fact is, in time, when it's analysed, because I will analyse it myself if nobody else does, we'll analyse the comments that were made to and fro from certain individuals, and you will see my character shine through the acting and the bullshit of others, and those people that won't shine will stand out, which is equally shining. But do you want to shine, or do you want to stand out? If you want to shine, you have to encourage people and trust that everything you say from your heart is the reality for the now, and then in the future you can go back on it and say something else. But I prefer to shine rather than stand out, because standing out doesn't necessarily mean you're cool. Cool in the environmental point, that you're not exactly cool and with it for the personal atmosphere that you're in at the moment, where there's a room, a bar, or a kitchen. You know, if you're not with it, if you're not cool, then you stand out. Whereas, of course, I shine. And that's what I want people to get here. That I do name names, and I do, like this, the negative point, I name names, and I react on certain situations. I think too many people play it too cool, which is equally not good. Playing it too cool, being scared to take a risk. Because everybody's an individual, and we all have special hearts, our own personal way of doing things. And if we don't trust and take the risk, then we are just meh, meh, meh.